Okay. We're having some interesting Wi-Fi moment. So I hope that it works. Because it just stopped working for a second. So I don't know, man. I don't really want it to stop working because we're gonna stream for like an hour until 5:30, which is an hour and 10 minutes, and then stop for a bit. I think could go until 6, depends on what's going on, and then take a break, and then Gwen, because I need a break. I've been reading today a lot. Reading slash annotating. Need to fill this out a bit. This is stuff I should have done before streaming, but I was like, nah, I want to stream. Because that's all I can think about doing, because I set the stream time for Gwent so late. It was a mistake, I know. Toast and jam. What else have I had today? Pasta. This is a food diary thing for when we figure out my allergies. Do do do. Heck, you say I'm walking the dog. Well, if you want to join me after you're walking the dog. I didn't know if you were up for Fortnite because you've had school. I figured you want a nap. Get that energy back. But if you want to join me afterwards, feel free. I figured I'd do a mini stream before the Gwent one this evening because I was doing that ADHD thing where I couldn't stop thinking about streaming. So it's apple and mango. Capella, that's what it is. That's what I'm missing on my list. Okay, now that I'm not incredibly distracted, well, I am, but not with this. I can get the correct book out, notebook, and my iPad can go into the right place. Stop. iPad, but yeah, my Wi-Fi went all weird. I switched it off and on again, so I hope it's stable. I think it is. Howdy there, howdy dirt pirate. How's your day going? How are things doing? I'm just setting up still because I'm an unprofessional streamer, to be honest. But the professional thing that I do have set up, that black thing, I can't point, that black thing in the background, we have a bat onesie on hand now. It's prepared. So I got that sorted, aka I reminded my mother that they were at the bottom of the laundry and she helped me. So this is how she supports my streaming career. She got me a microphone and she got me a bat onesie. Made sure everything was sorted there. Okay, iPad. It's plugged in and charging, so it's just really awkward. Oh well. But yeah, I've been reading this chunky book. I love the cover of it. My camera's mirrored, so I'm trying to figure out. I love the cover of it. It's The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. It's the Hunger Games prequel, and I adore it. And I've been annotating it, but the issue with this is that it takes me so long to read. So I think I'm close to the end. I'm on the final part, so we're almost there. Another day at work, seeing you were streaming, so I thought I'd drop by and show some support. Thank you. That really does mean a lot, and it's always nice to see people, even if it's just nipping in. It's like really nice to see people, especially just beginning the stream, because usually like it takes like an hour, and then there's people, which is totally fine. But in that like first hour, it gets quite lonely. It is a pretty cover, right, Toby? You didn't answer me if you were joining me today. I know you're out with the dog right now, but you're not going to be out with the dog forever. Where did we leave off on Fortnite? Our 16th drop. We came 15th with 0 eliminations. That's not the best. It's not the worst. It's not the best. But that'll change today. Okay. Sadie, are you done now? I think I'm done now. Fortnite. Boom. Beautiful. Fish. I know. I have something to show you. And you all have to be annoyed with me, because I'm filled with rage. What's this? Axolotl? I want. Can I have? Did they put Kobe Bryant skin in Fortnite? Is that what this is? Is that what this is? Or is it just basketball? May crew bonus. Cuddle charge. New LTM. That looks nice. Toby. Me. You. This. Can I convince you? Maybe. Catwoman. Ooh. Member benefits. Hello there. Cuddle charge. I don't understand what's happening in that picture. Explosion. There's Cuddle Team Leader. Who's that green dude? Who is that green dude? And who's that one in the background? 'Tis I. 'Tis you, Sander. 'Tis you. Look, you have a badge now. You got gifted a sub, I think. Yeah, you got gifted one. And I sorted everything out. So now, if you look, you should have a dog. You should have a dog. And it's cute because it's my dog. Who isn't here at the moment because he's really sad. Because to get to the yard, you have to go through the kitchen. And my mom's doing work in the kitchen for her uni course. So there's like a glass and the kiln's hot, so it's not safe for the dogs to be in the kitchen. So he can't be outside in the sun, and he is upset. He is upset. Oh, I like that. Is Fortnite gonna take more of my money from me? But how much limited time? Because I get money at the end of the month. Is it gonna be there then? I don't know, man. Fine. I'm glad I could convince you, Toby. Just let me know when you're around. And there's no pressure, of course. That dog is me in every PvP. Yeah, it's called Chowder Glare for a reason. It's called Chowder Glare for a reason. But that's such a cool skin. I hope it's still around at the end of the month, man. Because I love that. I like the stone version, but also the blue is so pretty. We got the Batsy. We got Beast Boy. Oh no, not the Brute. Don't show me that. Don't do that. Deadeye's cool. I have an itchy nose. No! No! For those of you that don't know, I have been after this skin for ages. And I've never had enough V-Bucks for it when it's come out. Maybe I've just purchased something or I've just run out or whatever. And I was saving up for it. I was saving my crew member V-Bucks, hoping it wouldn't come out too soon after being a part of Brie Larson's bundle. And here it is. Fortnite has betrayed me. $100 away. That just hurts. We're not going to look at that. We're not. No thanks. But if we look at our collection, new personal best, I don't care. I don't care. We still haven't got this freaking jellyfish either. Today is a sad Fortnite day, my friends. 8 people? Okay. I need to get out the habit of checking my viewer count, but I just checked in 8 people. Okay. I'm okay with that. Hi everybody. Fortnite with no chill. Exactly. It's like they don't want me to be happy. First, they don't give me the jellyfish that I've been fishing for, and I've probably been fishing for it for hours. This is rant mode without it being redeemed. I've fished for hours at nighttime. Normal fishing rod, pro fishing rod, harpoon gun, nothing. And whenever I say, Fortnite, I need a jellyfish, they gave me this son of a gun. I feel like they're laughing at me. It's like is someone like from Epic Games here, like just like having a grand old time or something. That's what it feels like, man. I'll dip from the stream whilst I do the walkie walk. Good call. And then I'm gonna drag you into this. What's PvE? PvP is players versus players. Players versus everything? Everyone? You get to win stuff. We're not touching arena. Let's not even look over there. Nervous sweating. Are you being let out the basement, Toby? I don't remember letting you out the basement. It's a joke, Twitch. Calm down. I can't tell you how happy I am that you've brought up Five Nights at Freddy's. You have made my day. Because when someone else brings up Five Nights at Freddy's and it's not just me, that makes me thrilled. Although, unfortunately, I've been playing FNAF AR on my iPad, or trying to, but whenever I try and play it, it just seems to crash. So I wonder if that's like been updated or something, but it was just really off-putting because I finally tried playing it and it just freaking crashed. Fortnite, don't lag today. Please, I beg. I beg politely. Been dying to all kinds of bots. That's fair. I played it and I think I died to Freddy a bit, but I always found like I never really got to properly start it because it was difficult and it would keep crashing. But I played it and I went against Chica, went against Freddy a few times, maybe Bonnie, but it was like the basic. I had remembered you liked it. I like it a lot. A lot. In case you didn't know, I'm autistic, so we get special interests, which is stuff we hyper-focus on. One of them's books, but another one is Five Nights at Freddy's, and I love it. I'm absolutely terrified of them, which is why we have this goal going on. Absolutely terrified, but I love them so much. Honestly, couldn't tell you why. Because I am terrified. And I do avoid playing them. Although in January? Yeah, around January, we got some of the money from my grand's estate and we got a VR headset. We'd been wanting one for a while for like different games. But obviously on the VR headset, you've got your good old Five Nights at Freddy's VR. And so I played that, and I screamed. The first time I was jump scared, I screamed, and I had to come out of the VR headset, and I had a minor panic attack. I was absolutely terrified. Someone's here, hold up. Okay. I was absolutely terrified. But then over time, I like got used to it and stuff. And then, we have my dad play it. And he did the Dark Rooms one with Plush Trap. And, and then he screamed too. And he didn't like it either, because he'd been laughing at me getting so scared. And then he got scared. This tall, like, 6-foot-ish Dude, tattoos, muscles, just screaming. It was hilarious. Used to work as a manager for schools with disabilities. That's cool. My aunt does that, I think. I think. Or she was wanting to. She was like applying to be like a part of that program thing. Had to learn all about that stuff. My uncle has Down syndrome too. That's cool. It's unfortunate because like there's a lot of stigma around disabilities in general. I was gonna say invisible ones, but like just in general. Like, I can't tell you how many people have said I'm autistic and they've said I'm sorry. And I'm like, for what? Did you make me autistic? Was this your fault? And I do genuinely say that, and they just look lost. Up we go. Although sometimes it makes it difficult when playing video games, because part of it, for me, is I need to do all the achievements. And I do that in Fortnite. And I need the jellyfish, okay? I need the jellyfish. I shouldn't have put the heater on. I put the heater on and it is way too warm. I feel like I'm dying at this point. Yeah, I don't like the term disabilities. See, that's where I kind of disagree, because disability is not a bad word. I prefer that over like special, what is it, like special needs, or like gifted and stuff, or just special. I'm like, disabled. I think I get like the like, because it's supposed to be like dis as in not, and able as in abled, so like not abled. So in the beginning it did not have the right way to go about words, but just now I feel like that's kind of changed. So like it started off as like a word that's kind of meant to be hush hush, and a word that could hold a lot of negative power with it, but I feel like that's kind of changed with time. Although this has kind of been new to me, because I was like introduced to stuff just a year ago. We've gone most of my life without having a clue because of how different it is with girls. Which is another negative stigma about it, is that girls can be like less disabled. It is. I like sticking with disabled, but it all depends on the person, on the disabled person, and on like what term they prefer to use, or what term you prefer to use. Smash. That's like kind of all it is about like the person at hand who you're talking about. So like for me, I like the term disabled. For me, I like being called autistic and not autistic person or person with autism. Because that person first language, I get it, but if you need to speak with person first language to acknowledge me as a person, then just don't speak to me at all. It should be very obvious that I'm a person, even with a disability. And that's my rant about person first language. I don't really have one, to be honest. Then in life you need to listen. This is probably unwarranted advice, but it's just my job. It's just my job as a disabled person to say listen to the disabled people around you, because they might have different preferences to me and different preferences to you. So you might meet another autistic person who likes the person first language, who likes being called person with autism, not just autistic, and they prefer that and stuff like that. Exactly. That's the right thing to do. Whatever the person prefers. But as I don't like assuming these things, but since you've said you don't really have one, as a abled person, disabled isn't like a bad thing. It's a neutral identifier at this point, because we've been through a lot for it to be that way. I remember doing research into what being autistic used to be for me, as to like what, say if we were in the 1920s, like 100 years ago, what I would have had to deal with. I would have had my head shaved. I would have been put in a really hot bath or a really cold bath. Shocked. Horrible stuff like that. So, for us to come so far as a community, it feels good to be able to say disabled without being told to be quiet or that it's something bad. That's why I actually shaved my head. I shaved my head in December last year. As you can see by this poof. I shaved it off when I learned that stuff for the autistic people that come before me, kinda. Because I get to live in a world where unfortunately they didn't get to experience the kindness of other people. Hello, get wrecked, kid. I've seen people use that term negatively by other people in my field. Oh, you mean like, well, those people shouldn't be working with disabled people. It really isn't a negative word. And if your coworkers are using it in a negative connotation, that's just inappropriate. It really is. That was close. Or I felt that was close. Probably wasn't that bad, but it stressed me out. But if they're abled people, no. And if you're able to, you should try and report that to your higher ups. I obviously don't know the circumstances of your workplace. Normally, just call people their name. That works too. But sometimes when you're needing to like discuss their needs or something, you might need to say their disability is this, which is often better than they have this, because it makes it almost sound like a bad thing further. I'm explaining myself poorly today. But like saying they have, or like I have autism, makes it seem like one day I won't, or one day, yeah, like one day I won't, like one day I'll just go, or that it can be treated. I saw someone come in the circle over there, and I don't know where they are, and I don't like that. If you want me to call them something else, I will. That's fair. Where are the people at? I don't know if that was a bot I fought, because they built 2 walls, but then they didn't build anything else, and it could have been an automatic thing for it to build 2 walls. Hello. I guess I'll take this over my fishing rod. No fishing for Sadie today. Hi. Thank you. Like John is autistic. And I find that is better than John has autism. Because, yeah, I think I worded it good before. It makes it seem like one day John won't have autism. And that's unfortunately not the way that works. Not unfortunately. That was bad wording. That just is how things work. Because that would be eugenics. Yeah. 40 limbs isn't so bad. Not too shabby, considering I panically don't build. Currently, I don't work. I'm taking the childcare course to be certified. That's cool. We always need more people that actually care in that field. Although, unfortunately, I feel like sometimes... I don't know how to word this correctly. I feel like sometimes the way disabled people feel isn't taken account into those courses. For example, with ABA therapy, that's just... we don't like that here. We really don't like that here. But a ton of people support it because, and like want to go into that field because they think it's right. But it's just not. It's just not. And I'm happy to discuss why, but I figured I'd not. Why can't I aim? Hello? Oh my gosh, they deserved that, but I just could not aim my gun. Could not. 6 elims though, that's pretty sweet. And 9th, it's not too shabby. Six. I just said 6 elims. Sadie, what you on about? And we're gonna switch the heater off because it is way too warm in here right now. Way too warm. Ugh, come here. I'm sweating up a storm. Since I have years of experience working with kids with disabilities, I know what you mean. That's fair. Although, this is the thing, and I'm gonna give you a sharp call here. Although you have all that experience, and that experience is 100% valid, if a disabled person, not necessarily myself, but someone else, says something isn't correct, it's not correct. And I try not to make that sound harsh, but it's like, what's an example I could use here? I can't think of one. It goes for ableism, sexism, racism, homophobia, transphobia. For example, like, if a trans person told you something you were saying was offensive, that trans person has more say in it than that cis person. The cis person doesn't have any say. And it goes the same with able stuff, disabled stuff. I forgot to take my probiotics again today, so we're quickly taking them before we drop. Yeet. Watch kids who can't even talk. That's my second cousin. They're both autistic as well. Little boys. Although the youngest one just started to babble. He's very sweet. Why is there people following me? Why are you coming to Catty Corner? You're making a choice. I'm not making a choice here. I got the wheel spin, chose this. Is there dinosaurs? Oh no! How help me. Of course I'm in this career because I love it. My teacher always told me I reflect on my performance. That's true. But I can take that euphemism. Sometimes you need, like, as an actor, performances. That's where I'm taking this, so that I can relate to it and give input on a euphemism that works. Is sometimes you need advice on that performance from outside people. Not that I'm saying you're bad at your job, which I would not dare say. that would be really just no. But, like, for example, about the disabilities being like a bad word, it's not. It is not at all. Destruction. Got wrecked. Wait, that gave me a part. It gave me a part. Okay. Wait, was it this? It wasn't even that. Okay then. It depends. To some people it is. And that's true, but it's up to those disabled people. That's kind of where the difference lies. I prefer to say John has autism, but it does not define who he is. And that's where I have to say, as an autistic individual, no. If that's what John prefers, yes. But if you're not sure, just say John is autistic. Unless John says, hey, I prefer person first language. Because person first language implies that it can be gotten rid of, and that's like an extra thing. Because this is my perspective on it. Autistic people are going to say different things, but the autistic community, generally, obviously not always, there's disagreements everywhere you go within all communities, but within the autistic community online, we have settled on no person first language unless otherwise specified because of the issues that come with it. And that it's often abled people that prefer it. Small human, heck yeah! I play Fortnite. I'm good at Fortnite. I'm educating people on disabilities because I'm disabled. I'm very disabled today. I know I do something right because all the kids I watch normally leave with a smile. It doesn't mean you're ever doing something wrong. I'm not at all critiquing the way you take care of the kids, because I remember when I was in, what's the term? You guys, I think, would use elementary school. But, yeah. You guys would use elementary school, and I used to get an extra class on Fridays because I'd struggle with anger management stuff. Now we know because I'm autistic. But we go to this extra class, and it was a special ed teacher, and she made my day. Like, she made my week pretty much because I'd have such a tough time at school. She would make my absolute week because of how understanding and kind she was. And she wouldn't make me speak if I felt like I couldn't. She was just so sweet. And I'm pretty sure you make those kids weak as well, to be honest. Where's this thingy? Oh, it's just a fridge. I thought it was the special chest. Panda sore and tired. That's fair. Small human tired. Did you have work? Is that why you're sore? Panda is engaged now, so everyone has to say, wait, are you? Or did you not do that yet? I don't know. Did I miss a step? I know you got a pretty ring. I saw that. I have ADD, but it does not define who I am. That's true. Although ADD, I have ADHD. Because that's what it's defined as now. They don't use a subcategory anymore. Sometimes doctors do, but it's not recognized in the DSM. Is it called DSM? It's the medical thing. I've forgotten the name of it. As ADD anymore, because they've recognized there's not actually differences between the two. They think one is less severe when it's it might be, but it's the same disorder, so they've chosen to switch things up there and get rid of it, like how they've got rid of Asperger's from the DSM because it's just autism. They keep trying to subcategorize things. Panda needs sleepy, and Panda went to gym last 2 days, not engaged yet. Well, I don't think you get to sleep. I think you have some work to do. It's the DSM. Thank you. I wasn't sure because I've been trying to do my research and stuff because I'm trying to do advocacy work within the disabled community. I tried doing TikToks. That was the worst mistake I've ever made. They were fun to do because I did like a little dancey dance and stuff. But boy, they were not. They were not very good dancey dances because your girl can't dance. I can't dance, but it's one of my favorite things to do. Why are you shooting into the sky? Ma'am? Ma'am, are you alright? I'm here to rescue you. Everything's gonna be okay. I have a shot on me, sir. You have a shot on you, sir. Hello there. How are you today? Gosh. Why are people messaging me? Shut up and come hang out on my stream. We're talking about important things. More important than the Hunger Games. Although I made that topic start because I was reading the book. So really, it's my fault. 27. What elims did I get? Hope you die. I just died, Toby. We should shut up. Are you joining me or not, Toby? Have you finished walking, dog? We need to play the survival game mode so that we can get cool umbrella. Was game 18. But yeah, I found out because I would have been diagnosed with Asperger's syndrome. But then I looked into it, and it's not in the DSM anymore. And I found out like the origins of it. And Hans Asperger, who was a Nazi, used that term to find who the good autistics were to experiment on. Which is why it's really harmful when people like Elon Musk perpetuate that term and try and keep it alive almost to seem more elite than other autistic people, when that's not true. I'm in a kid's play park basking in the sunlight. How boring. It's 5 p.m. You should be having food or something. You can't go on at me about having food, because I had ice cream. This Ango? I just combined apple and mango into a word, ango. This mango and apple capella is addictive. I'm addicted, and I haven't gotten a chance to fish today, which is slightly annoying. So you are getting sunburn. Exactly. I bet you he hasn't put on sunscreen, and because he is Scottish, he will not tan, he will burn. Angry. Get home. I need you so that we can play this impossible escape game mode, so we can get swanky umbrellas. I want a swanky umbrella. Toby, did you see what Fortnite put in the shop? I don't even want to talk about it. Wrong, I've never burned in my life. That is a lie. That is a lie. One time I was in the sun a lot and I was like, oh yeah, I'm not gonna burn. And there was just these blisters on my shoulder. I burned. Mr. Epic Games hates you. Shut up and get home so I can drag you into the survival game mode. Did you see, Toby? We have onesie. We have onesie. I've not burned before though. That's a lie. I need to get Twitch up on my computer. I closed it for a second, which was a mistake. Oh no, Toby, I just got in a game, bruh. We'll put it on after this one. I shouldn't have had the heater on, but I have, and I'm gonna suffer a lot. Don't laugh. No one's laughing but you, sir. My computer does not like me having Twitch open as well as Fortnite. It's not happy. I'll put it on whilst the game goes on if you get home so we can play. I will risk my life to put the onesie on if you get back. Did I take my probiotics? I did. I had to learn about where kids should be in developmental milestones. I remember doing something like that for a child care class. It was fun. We had to do like a PowerPoint, not like a PowerPoint, but like a, kind of like a PowerPoint, but we didn't have to like present it. We just had to like hand it in. I didn't really get like what the point of it was though, because like we didn't ever discuss anything as a class. We just had to look it up on Google, take what Google said and put it in a PowerPoint. I didn't do that. But I know that a lot of people in my class just copy and pasted because they were allowed to. Like, the teacher said it's fine. I don't know how they took in information from that. Because they just could copy and paste whatever and just put it in and be like, that's good. Gimme. Yummy shields. Come here, destruction. We have to one day tell the parents they should check if their kid has a disability. I wish my teacher had done that. But because because it wasn't so prevalent, and because being autistic with I can't word myself today. I really need to struggle not to struggle. Word is hard. Because being autistic as a girl has so much stigma around it, no one realized. They just thought I had anger issues. Surprise. I did not just have anger issues. I had multiple disabilities. Come here. Light's gonna be heavy at times. That's true. But it's better to know than to not know. My life would have been so much easier if we'd known. And a lot of places don't like diagnosing people. I know you're not in charge of diagnosing, but like, don't like telling people because they're like, it could ruin their life. No, it's gonna make their life easier. It's gonna make their life better. iPad, don't switch off on me. That's just rude. Stop being rude. I go down. Oh, there's a crate. I saw it too soon. Breakout. I need a fishing rod. I'll swap my single mini. Oh, I definitely will. It's part of the job. Oh, diagnosing people? So like, so your course is getting like a, almost like a doctorate with disabilities, or in America is, or maybe I've missed a part of the conversation. That's very possible. I forget things as soon as I've said them practically. Having that talk with the parents is hard. It would only be hard in my mind if they made it hard for you. If they were like, no. Because they really shouldn't take it as a, oh no, my child is gone. Because that's just not a constructive way to view it. I remember my mom, when she phoned the doctors about it, because I found an article and I related to a lot of what it said. And so she phoned the doctors and they were like, think of anything that Sadie has done in her life that has shown she has autistic traits. And she did that. And she just took 20 minutes to just quickly do it, just to see what she could come up with. And she had this long list. And the power to tell the parents they should get their kid looked at. I didn't miss part of the conversation. Okay. Why are you giving me bones when you're a mechanic? What kind of mechanic has bones? My eyes are kind of aching again. Not that bad. I think I had the blue screen off for a bit by mistake. I can only recommend. Yeah. That's... Storm. Roar. Truck. Brum brum, I'm in my mom's car. Let's go, kids. Go, truck, go. Power play? That's an individual. Can't shoot this. Can't shoot this, son. You can't shoot this. You can. You definitely can. They definitely could. They did. I'm just so good at dodging. Oh, the storm. I don't think this is gonna go that well. Boom. 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 See? Wrong jellyfish, Epic Games. I feel attacked by Epic Games. Is it personal? Yes. Get out of here. I may decide to work with kids with disabilities. It's a good field to go into, and one that needs people who actually care. There's a lot of people who just don't care. That takes a lot more education. That's true. But that education is important as well. Like, it takes a while, but it's for a reason. Am I gonna make this? I'm gonna make this, right? I am. Yeah, okay. Did I barely make it? Maybe, but it's fine. Do I need health? Yes, but it's fine. Toby best be on his way home. He knew. He knew and he wanted to help. Don't land in the tree. Okay then. That was kind of clean. Just a little bit. Where am I going? I don't like how far away it is. No responsibility though in terms of losing all that stuff. That's true. And it will be tough at times, I'm sure, as is any job. But it's important to get those kids the help and support that they need. Which, in the end, is the focus. There was someone behind me. I saw the shots on the screen. Yeah, I think we're just gonna take the medical supplies just now. I think I saw shots over this way as well. I think. Oh, that's better. That's even better. Oh, bite me. Nice. I think I want the tack over it. Okay. that was interesting. There was shots over here. How was I missing this man? He's shooting at someone else now. Someone else shooting at him. No? Okay. Need to remember that that big pot is there. Hello? There's someone else in here. Hello? Oh, do not ruin this for me. I think this parent's probably gonna be the hardest part. Yeah. That would be the hardest part for me as well. But I need to find heals. Because I'm gonna die here. That could have been my death. That could have done it. Oh yes, you absolute beauty. But yeah, I can totally see why that would be difficult. So there was people fighting. Oh, I can third party. Oh, come on, Sadie, don't mess this up. Sadie, don't mess this up. Sadie, don't mess this up. Sadie, don't mess it up. Sadie, don't mess this up. Sadie, you're messing it up. I haven't won a solo this season, and I've never won by myself on stream before. Don't do that. Wow!